In this video we're going to look at my final team for Game Week 6. In Game Week 6 I've used my Wildcard. And I made a lot of transfers. The first transfer I made, I put Sanchez out of my team and I replaced him with Raya. So Raya will be my next goalkeeper. Raya from Arsenal, I wanted to have a defender or a goalkeeper from Arsenal in my team. Because Arsenal has a very strong defense, have a lot of clean sheets, they will get a lot of clean sheets, and I just wanted to have a player from Arsenal in my team. And Raya is 5.6, I think he was, and I think that he plays every minute normally, and he starts every match, he plays every minute, so I think he's a very good choice. Gabriel and Saliba are a little bit more expensive. And White and Calafiore will be more rotated. So there will be more rotation now with Arsenal. They have so many defenders. With Raya, you're sure he will start. In the defenders, I choose defenders based on DEFCON. So I have 3 defenders now. Senesi, of course, from Bournemouth, who is a DEFCON monster, already 10 points from defensive contributions. James Tarkowski from Everton, 10 points from defensive contributions, the maximum score. Van Dijk, I think he has 6 points now, but Van Dijk is not only defensive contribution, but also a bit of a goal threat, but also a lot of clean sheets. Liverpool normally will get a lot of clean sheets, we will see. I'm not 100% convinced, by the way, but Liverpool doesn't look defensively very strong so far, but they will get a lot of clean sheets, of course, and then you have the goal threat, and then you have defensive contributions. With Van Dijk you get everything. But Bournemouth and Everton also will add some clean sheets. So I think that a player like Senesi, either he gets 3 points, or he gets 4 points, or he gets 8 points with a clean sheet. So it's 3, 4 or 8. 15 points in, let's say, in 3 matches. If he plays 30 matches, it's already 150 points. So if either he gets 3, 4 or 8, but then I think he will get roughly 150 points. Same goes for Tarkowski. And maybe Van Dijk, he was 6.1, a little bit, maybe a little bit more, he make a goal now and then. He scored in the Champions League against Atletico Madrid, but he makes a goal now and then, he has a bit of a goal threat. But I didn't have any defender in my team who was a left back or a right back. I think now with the defensive contributions, they don't make many defensive contributions, the wing backs or the full backs. And I don't want to rely on a goal threat from a defender. But for some reason there are hardly any defender now who has points from assists and goals, who has consistent points from assists and goals. Last year we had Alexander-Arnold. And we had Robinson from Fulham, but he's injured now, and Ait Nouri from Manchester City. Well, he's injured too. So Ait Nouri is injured. Robinson has been injured for a long time. Alexander-Arnold went to Real Madrid. These were the defenders last year who had some goal threat, but they are gone. And I don't see any other defender with enough goal threat to put him into my team because he has a lot of goal threat. I rather choose defensive contributions, which is more consistent and easier to predict, I rather do that. On midfield I play now with 4 midfielders. I choose Doku from Manchester City now, also because of the fixtures. They play against Burnley, Brentford, and then Everton. I think the fixtures doesn't look too difficult. And Doku is on fire, he plays very, very well. The problem with Jeremy Doku is he doesn't have much goal threat. But I think that this season now you see a change in Jeremy Doku. The click with Haaland is getting better and better. Against United he gave 4 passes to Haaland in 1 match. Against Arsenal he had a good pass on Haaland. But the click between Doku and Haaland is getting better and better, which means that Doku might get a lot of assists this season. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets to 15 assists and then maybe 5 goals. That would be very, very good. Then we have Mohamed Kudus from the Spurs. He plays against Wolverhampton at home. Also because he plays every minute so far. He starts every match, plays every minute. And the fixtures doesn't look too difficult for the Spurs the coming weeks. And also he had already had 3 or 4 assists. So And he has a goal threat, he can make a goal too. He plays a right winger, left-footed. He goes inside, so he will make some goals as well. And I think Mohamed Kudus was not a difficult pick for me. Now Phil Foden, of course, he's the man in form now. Scored against, he scored in midweek for the League Cup and he was man of the match. He had a goal and an assist against Huddersfield Town. He scored against Manchester United. And I think that he is on fire. And I think he's just reached the same form as, let's say, 2 seasons ago. I think he's in the same level now. And he plays on a different. He plays now as a number 10, as a free role. Normally he plays as a number 10, like in a free role. Just do whatever you want. You can go to the left, can go to the right, to the middle. You see now he's moving much better now. He doesn't play only center, but he also goes sometimes to the right and then to the left. And he's looking very, very sharp now. And with Haaland and Doku, those 3 players. Now, they will make a lot of goals, have a lot of assists together. Now, Semenyo I have in my team. I'm very happy with that. Semenyo is in my team from the beginning. Of course, I keep him in my team. Started with 7.0, but he is now 7.7. I think he's the biggest price riser this season so far, from 7.0 to 7.7. But I play with 4 midfielders, 3 defenders, and so with 3 forwards. The 3 forwards are Haaland, who is my captain, because Haaland is on fire too. He scores. He even scores against Arsenal, which is brilliant, of course, because scoring against Arsenal was probably the best defense in the world. Was a massive achievement. And yeah, he's on fire. He made 5 goals against Moldavia for Norway. He had a little bit of a problem with his back against Arsenal. But he trained yesterday, so he trained on the first day, which means that he will be available for the match against Burnley. There is a yellow flag, but he is available. He will start against Burnley for sure. So I will make him captain. I get Salah out, because I really believe that Salah is not involved in the match enough for me. He maybe gets 1 chance in a match, not more. And Haaland gets every match, he gets 3 or 4 chances. So he's bound to score more goals than Salah. That's why I get. And I also get Palmer out, of course, because Palmer is injured. He's out for 3 to 6 weeks. That was a very easy decision. Cole Palmer is out between 3 to 6 weeks. And Salah is not involved in a match enough for me. So Haaland, I make Haaland captain. I switch from Salah to Haaland. Pedro is in my team from the beginning. He scores 7.5, but he is also very, very good. He did very well this season. However, Chelsea will be without Palmer, so it might get a little bit more difficult for Pedro to score goals. He doesn't have the player who feeds him, who will feed him now, so that will be a little bit interesting now. And then I put Goalkeepers in my team, the centre forward from Arsenal. But I think he will be on penalties, and I think he will score the goals. I think he will do well. He will score a lot of goals. He did very well for Sporting Lisboa last season. He made tons of goals, 30, 40 goals. It will be more difficult, of course, for Arsenal, but I think that with Saka back now into the team, and Eze, I think that he will make a lot of goals. I think he is worth the pick. I can't pick Ekitike. Ekitike, he's suspended. And Arne Slot will rotate Ekitike with Isaac. So that's no option for me. I think Goalkeepers, Pedro and Haaland are the best options. Then we look at the bench. On the bench I kept Dubravka as a second goalkeeper. He's doing very, very well. He plays every minute, 4.0. No reason to get him out. Josh King from Fulham, a cheap midfielder, 4.5. He's the only 4.5 midfielder who plays every minute, who starts every minute. Who starts every match. He doesn't play every minute, by the way, but he starts every match, and he's a 4.5 midfielder. Then you have Richards from Crystal Palace. He is in my team from the beginning, but he plays against Liverpool. That's why he's on the bench. It will be very difficult to keep a clean sheet against Liverpool. And I have Mukiele from Sunderland. He's an interesting player. Mukiele played 3 matches so far, but he already has 6 points from defensive contributions. So in every match, he makes enough more than 10 or 10 or more defensive contributions. Already 6 points from defensive contributions. So I think he's a very good pick. And you see now that every player normally will start. So I will use the bench boost probably in game week 8. I will wait now, but I think I will use it in game week 8. Because every player starts now. But I think that Josh King, I still have a lot of money on the bank, like 2.60. So it's very easy for me now to do a transfer. On the watch list are players like Eze from Arsenal. He's on the watch list, but I'm not sure if Eze will start every match. But Eze from Arsenal is on the watch list, and also Simons from the Spurs. And there are two players who are close to my team. I just want to see. They made a transfer this season. I'm not sure if they will start every match and how good they are. Simons from the Spurs and Eze from Arsenal are on the watch list, and see how they get on. So this is my final team for game week 6. So this is the end of the video. We talked about my final team for game week 6. I'm using the wildcard. We'll see how it goes.